Alright guys, welcome back to Game of Thrones. As always, I'm Sergeant Alpha, and we're back to where we left off with our last episode, where we saw the events of the Red Wedding from our perspective as a scribe for the Forrester family, while the Bannerman for the Stark family. And we've seen what happened to Norrin's family, and yeah, a little bit of action going on in both parts of that, but we kind of wrapped up after that, since I was kind of cutting close on time. So what we're going to do now is go ahead and jump back in and pick up where we left off. And as you can see, we're back to the House of Forrester. You're still a bit wounded. I'm going to come back and tell me what happened.
Get the Castellan! Tell him his nephew survived!
Apparently they found out already since they know I survived. But, go ahead and go from there.
Carrot! I was too late. They were already dead.
Bring the Maester! Meet us in the Great Hall! Quickly!
Two Whitehill soldiers?
And a Bolton. They killed my family. And for what? My sister, she was only 8 years old.
This never would have happened with the Starks in power. It's unimaginable. Unacceptable. You have my condolences.
Thank you, Maester.
The blade cut deep, but I should be able to save your leg.
Well, that's good. I hate to lose a leg there.
Justice was swift. Some will call it vengeance. No doubt the Whitehills will claim it was murder. It was your family. I can't say I would have done any different than you.
It was justice. They got what they deserved.
They did it.
And straight.
We can't let the Whitehills just walk all over us. These maggots ought to help prevent infection. Hold the wound open for me, would you?
Yeah, that's one thing we're pretty lucky about. With modern medicine, we don't have to worry about putting maggots in our leg.
These are dark days, I fear. To lose the lord of the house and the eldest son through such a despicable act of treachery and betrayal. Greater houses than ours have fallen in times such as this. The late Lord Forrester was a good man. And poor Roderick. A serious man, but he would have made a good lord.
Our house will never fall.
By the gods, let's hope you're right. The future of this house is in Lord Ethan's hands now, although he is young and altogether unprepared to lead. Right. This might hurt a bit. Hold this for me, will you? I understand from your uncle that Lord Forrester saved your life.
He did.
Rather odd, though, that he chose to save you, his squire, and not his son Roderick. Not that Roderick couldn't handle himself. He was as good a sword as any man I've seen.
Oh, we got nothing we could do.
Citadel doesn't train maesters in the art of warcraft.
Roderick had already fallen. There was nothing we could do.
Well, I'd imagine Lord Forrester would sacrifice himself to save anyone from his house, high or low. Lady Forrester will be here any moment now. I'd like you to walk for me first, to see if you can put any weight on that leg. Go on. Don't stop now. It's better to let the blood circulate.
Okay, so we're just going to kind of wander around here for a minute and take a look at everything. Okay. Look out the window here.
The Ironwood Grove.
Let's see what he says about the chair. Oh, Lord Chair. Okay, doesn't say anything. Shield. Look at the shield here.
An ironwood shield.
The strongest wood in the known world.
And yet the arrows they shot at me almost came through earlier.
You seem to be favoring it. Always sad to see a warrior lose a leg.
I'm fine, Maester Ortengrin. Look, I'll show you.
Alright, let's see here. Okay, so we'll kind of go through here. Start off with Lord Forrester.
Lord Forrester. It was an honor to squire for him. Gregor the Good.
Then we'll go over to Roderick, since those were the two that we met last time.
Roderick. He was our best warrior by far.
So Lady Forrester, Rion, Talia, and Ethan, and Asher. So I guess we'll go with Lady Forrester next, and then we'll come back to him.
Lady Forrester. She's always been kind to me. Treated me like I was a Forrester myself.
And we'll come down here to this guy.
Ryan. Never easy being the fourth-born son.
Mira.
Mira. Still in King's Landing, I suppose. Although, I wonder if they'll bring her home.
If Mira's in King's Landing, that can't be good for her, for those of us that know the TV show. Okay, we'll go with Talia and Ethan.
Talia and Ethan. I suppose Lord Ethan now.
Alright, so he's the new Lord, and for those of you that haven't seen the show, basically, parents and elders be damned. The males were the lords of the house, or pretty much in charge of the house. And say we went to the father, would be obviously the lord of the house. Something happened to him, or he died, it would go to the next oldest male. So we'll say Roderick. I'm not sure for the age-wise, but Roderick, and then say this guy. And I'm not saying this is the case for this family. I'm just kind of using this as an example. Or Roderick or Asher. He might be the next in line since he's older in this picture here. And then say this guy, and then Ethan. Or probably Ethan, and then this guy, since he's the new lord. Not sure why Asher's not, but we'll go ahead and jump back into this and see what he says about Asher.
Asher. Exiled to Essos, unfortunately.
Okay, that's why. So he's exiled to Essos.
I may be mistaken, but you seem able to put weight on it.
The opposite of Westeros. It's Westeros in the west, Essos is in the east. So for whatever reason, this guy got exiled. So that's why after these two got killed, it went to this kid being the next lord. And that's why neither of the women here are in charge. They're just kind of more like, the mother would be more like an advisor to the kid. And it don't matter if the kid is like 10, 12 years old in the Game of Thrones world, they would still be in charge of everything that Lord Forrester here was in charge of. Let's see, we'll look at medical supplies here. Pick up the healing herbs.
This might help.
Can pick up the bandage. I'm feeling we'll need that later.
Rather cute little creatures, aren't they?
I guess.
No. They're rather not. They're maggots, dude. Okay, so we're gonna...
No, you see there? You're limping again.
I'm fine, really.
Yeah, really, dude, I need my leg. You're not cutting it off. See if there's anything else for us to look at over here. Okay, we'll go with talk to.
Does your leg feel weak?
No. I just wanted to ask you.
We kind of go through here and see what each one is.
Who is the new Lord of House Forrester?
Why, Ethan, of course. At the Citadel, I swore an oath to serve whichever noble house I was assigned. Advising the late Lord Forrester was an honor. Advising Ethan, his third-born son, is challenging. There's still so much he has to learn, yet the very fate and future of this house rests in his hands. Which is rather frightening when you think about it.
Okay.
What will happen to me now?
Excellent question. Under normal circumstances, you could join Sir Royland and his men. Although given the circumstances of your... circumstances, it becomes a bit tricky, doesn't it? I suppose it will be for Lord Ethan to decide.
Lord Forrester promoted me. At the Twins, I'm no longer a squire, if that matters.
It might, I suppose. But I'll defer to Lord Ethan on this.
I'll see why the Whitehills hate us.
Why do the Whitehills hate the Forresters?
I think it's safe to say the feeling is mutual. There's been enmity between the two houses for as long as anyone can remember. I don't doubt someone killed someone, which led to more killings of someones, and then, well, here we are.
The Whitehills want Forrester Ironwood.
They'd take it all if we'd let them, especially now with the Boltons in power, and proceed to clear-cut every last inch of it until there's nothing left, just as they've done before.
Alright, we'll see if we can see Ethan.
Can I see Ethan? Is he here?
He is, but I'm afraid he's indisposed at the moment. He prefers not to be disturbed while practicing his lute.
And we'll see if we can leave.
Can I go now?
I believe your leg will be fine. Only time will tell, but...
Oh,
Lady
here comes
Forrester.
Lady Forrester.
Welcome home, Garrett. We're all relieved to know you survived.
Thank you, my lady.
Talia asked to see you.
Garrett, I heard what happened. Is it true? Your family...
Yeah, that's true.
I'm so sorry.
Me too.
Off to bed now. Hurry on. Garrett was just telling me how valiantly Lord Forrester fought to the end, even when all was lost. I'm sure Lady Forrester would like to know.
He saved my life, my lady.
Yet not Roderick's.
You were with Roderick, no? I'm sure it was chaos and confusion, but if you can remember anything...
He fought valiantly, my lady.
Of course he did. He was House Forrester's best.
This has been so incredibly difficult for us, especially the children. But I was told you were the last to see my husband alive.
Yes, my lady.
I know it may be difficult to remember, but if I may ask, was there anything he said?
I now remember, we told him that we couldn't...
Past. If you
Uh,
can remember.
we told
He
her,
asked me to return
him that
this
we
to
wouldn't
House
tell
Forrester.
anybody about our uncle, so...
He said this is where it belongs. With his family.
Thank you, Garrett.
Of course, my lady.
It demands a response. It's too dangerous, especially now. Now is the time to prove our strength.
I'll be sure it's given to Ethan.
Against aggression. Duncan, this was our land. They were our people. Your family. I share your outrage, Sir Royland. I do. But now is not the time to provoke the Whitehills. Not with Ramsay Snow coming to see us bend the knee.
The hell with Ramsay Snow, the bastard.
Oh,
Garrett,
shit.
you understand what this means. You killed a Bolton, and Ramsay Snow will want his retribution.
We're the ones that should be demanding retribution. This happened on Forrester land.
Ramsay Snow is coming here.
Aye. He'll arrive within a week. Those men will say they were keeping the peace in the name of House Bolton.
And what would you have us do? Nothing.
I would have us use our heads, while they're still attached to our shoulders.
Garrett has lost as much as anyone else within these walls. Maybe you can talk some sense into your uncle.
Garrett's suffered enough already. You ask too much of the boy.
He deserves to be heard.
They deserve to die. All of them. I say we fight.
Ha! Listen to your nephew. He speaks sense.
With what army? Our best men were killed at the Twins, along with our lord.
Then what's to be done?
Ultimately, it will be for Lord Ethan to decide.
He's just a boy who can barely hold a sword. He knows nothing of how to lead men.
He is the lord of this house, and he needs our help. It's bad enough the Boltons would have us bend the knee and swear fealty. But now, this. I'll accuse you of murder, and us of protecting you.
The boy was just defending himself.
I'm not faulting him for what he did.
It wasn't murder. It was justice.
Not in their eyes. It's just the excuse Ramsay Snow would need to put us to the torch and kill us all.
I'd like to see them try.
I'm afraid it's a risk we cannot take, which is why you cannot stay.
Can't
What?
stay. Duncan,
You can't send me away.
We have no choice, Garrett.
where would you have the boy go?
The one place that's safe, beyond the reach of the Boltons.
You're sending him to the wall. The boy's done nothing wrong.
Not in the eyes of the Boltons. I'm afraid it's the only solution.
Alright, we'll
Especially
go.
now, when the house is so vulnerable.
I'll do what's best for the house. So I'll go. I'm not afraid.
I know it doesn't seem fair, but it is what's best.
Alright. So we're getting sent to the wall. So the Boltons can't start anything.
You can have my horse, and I'll see you have plenty of food. But we haven't much time. The Whitehills will come looking for you.
Alright, so we're going to take a quick time out here while I kind of go through what happened while all this arguing was going on. So, basically, since we killed that guy in the last episode, the Whitehills, who are bannermen for the Ramsays, the Boltons, were saying that okay. Oh, that's small train of thought. Alright, here we go. Take two. So, what was going on with that argument was, since we killed those Whitehills and a Bolton in the last episode, the Boltons and Whitehills are accusing us of murder, and they're coming to come after the Forrester house and us for that. So, the whole argument was, do we fight them? Do we let them try to come over and take us over and make us swear allegiance to them? Do we send me away? Or, kind of what happens? And for those of you that have seen the TV series, you know that Ramsay Snow isn't that great of a dude. He's a pretty big asshole, and he's one of the main people a lot of guys hate. And for those of you that don't know the TV series that well, Snow is actually a surname. And when a guy has a child out of wedlock and has essentially a bastard, instead of having that father's surname, they are given one from whichever region they come from. So, in Ramsay's case, he came from the north, and Bruce Bolton was his father, so he is Ramsay Snow. And he's Bolton's son, so he's going to look out for Bruce Bolton's interest, and now, of course, he adds his own with this whole series. And we'll see that more later on, and you'll see that in the TV series as well. Anyway, the wall in the TV series and stuff like that. Basically, the rule behind that is they're the Night's Watch. They watch out for the whole area. They don't follow the rules of any one lord or king. They're trying to protect everybody. And whatever crimes that they committed is pretty much overlooked once they get sent to the wall, because they're there for life. They can never have a family. They can never become a lord, stuff like that. It's pretty much like being a monk. You're celibate. You can't claim any kind of title. You're just there to protect the realm. So basically, that's what they're saying that they're going to send me off to now. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and get back to this and see what else happens.
Were it up to me, I'd gladly drive a sword through Lord Whitehill's heart if given a chance. I would, and God's willing someday I will. But for now, I have House Forrester to consider first. Lord Forrester would be proud that you're putting the interests of the house ahead of your own. Many of Lord Forrester's best men have volunteered for the war. His own great-uncle was a ranger with the Night's Watch.
He promoted me. At the Twins. We were to ride in the van to Casterly Rock, and I at Roderick's side, but...
It was well-deserved, Garrett. You worked hard and served your lord with honor.
So he's the one that we're supposed to
tell you
what Lord Forrester said.
What?
Lord Forrester asked me to give you a message. He said, the North Grove can never be lost.
Sorry, you caught me by surprise. It's not often discussed, if ever.
What is the North Grove?
Most don't even know it exists. They think it's just a myth made up by wildlings and fools, and it's better kept that way. You haven't told anyone else, have you? This is important, Garrett.
Of course not. I told no one.
Well done. Lord Forrester was right to put his trust in you. From this day forward, this will be our secret. But soon, I may need your help.
But
I can't say anything more just yet. Just know the North Grove may very well be vital to the future of this house. But don't breathe a word to anyone at the wall. Become a ranger if you can. It will help.
So whatever the North Grove is, it's obviously very important. Now we're just gonna have to kind of wait around and see what it is.
Iron from ice.
Iron from ice.
Remember, you represent House Forrester. Your actions at the war will reflect the honor and dignity of the house.
I'll make you proud.
You already have.
So, we're gonna be headed off to the wall now.
Garrett, wait! Be safe.
Alright, so, guys, that's going to be about all I have time for this episode. If you like what you see, give me a like and subscribe. That'll really help me out. And for the next episode, we'll kind of continue where we left off. in this episode wasn't a whole lot of action. It was mostly kind of talking about what happened in the previous episode and what's coming next. And it looks like in the next episode we may face kind of the consequences of killing the guy from the first episode to kill our family. And they're gonna have some decisions to make. Do they try to appease the Boltons? Do they get ready to fight them? And you kind of look at it from there. And there's a whole lot of responsibility that's been dropped on this one kid. So, like I said, stay tuned for more episodes. I'm gonna try to keep working on this and keep getting episodes out for you guys. It's something. It's one of the few games that's based on a TV series I actually like. So I'll probably try to keep it going there for a little bit and try to get it done before the new season comes out next year. But until next time, guys, I'll see you guys later.